All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, hi everyone. Let me just go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and give you all like a really dope lesson. So first things first that I wanna say is, uh, once again, um, we have the different warfare.io that you guys can go check out, as well as the 5-hour class that I'm gonna be teaching this weekend. 5 hours, yes, a 5-hour class that I'm gonna be teaching this weekend. And it's gonna be on all the different types of the new energy system that is out there. So let me just gonna open this real quick. So the separation warfare is up. You guys can go, if you need to get your energy separated from sex entities, spell work, people that are playing your energy, people using spam magic, etc. This works. People using love spells, binding spells, etc. Exes, past sexual partners, this works. Reality warfare, for people that have been playing games, you can put them in the game, like literally. You can put them in the game, and that's it for a lot of drama. People have been playing with portal magic. A lot of these people have been playing with portal magic on their channels, their spiritual channels, their YouTube, their Instagram, sex portals, spell work portals, energy harvesting, etc. Masquerading, playing in your dreams or playing in other people's dreams as you. This has been very powerful. People have been bringing confusion, trying to have you judged, false background checks, drama. This works for that. A whole bunch of stuff works here. There's a lot of stuff that's on here for people who've been playing games with energy harvesting, using these works as well. People that are trying to call warfare on you, and people who've been pulling you into different realities against your will by giving you false readings, doing certain spells on you, illusion spells, karma spells, etc. This is what this is for. And then also we have the regular warfare.io. Remember, you guys get 3 submissions per form, right? So when you look in the form, you see it right here. You guys get 3 enemies, all right, that you can like go ahead and like deal with in here. So you get 3 per form. So for one form, it's 3, all right? If it's, you don't have many people, just use the same person time and time and time again. There's the Akashic record clearing. There's the Akashic record clearing. And then also, there's also the master submission where you can just get all of these all in one. You get 90 submissions, okay? And then the higher self alignment. A lot of people have been asking me about that as well too. Because they're disconnected from the higher self. That's why they keep on getting involved in bullshit or attracted to bullshit and that's going on. So that's what we have here. So anyways, I talked last night about divination karma, about how a lot of karmics were getting readings done on you, or they were doing readings on you, or they're playing with tarot cards or other divination systems that they were not supposed to be touching because they're not ordained to do so. That came up in the what's their karma readings. So you guys should go ahead and look into that. So a lot came out in that what's your karma reading. I'm just not realizing it because I go and I do the reading and then I go back and watch it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I did also want to say that for my professional folks, because there's a lot of you guys that follow me on LinkedIn and you came here through LinkedIn or met me in the professional setting. I don't have a new YouTube channel, but it's just like my other channel where I just post like a lot of professional tips that I'm also posting on my LinkedIn, talking about some of the stuff that's happening in the professional world, what's happening with some of these companies, etc. That's going to be very useful for you as time goes on. So I would really encourage you to like really look into that, okay? Now, one of the things that I was talking about yesterday with the divination, karma for divination is how a lot of karmics were not ordained to be playing with tarot cards, doing divination for the public because they did not have a specific akasha for that. There's thousands of different akasha. As you move throughout different universes, you get to access them. That's different universes. Yeah, there's a whole lot that goes through that. As you access different galaxies and universes, you get into different akasha. That's a whole other story. There's karma when you are playing with different divination tools and systems that do not belong to you. Hold on. That do not belong to you and that you're not supposed to be playing with. There's akasha for being able to have psychic powers and intuitive powers and divinate. And you can just have those on your own, share them with your mate, share them with your friends and family. Then there's a specific akasha where you're supposed to be divinating for your people. You're supposed to be using a certain type of plant. You're supposed to be protecting a certain type of plant. You're supposed to be protecting a certain type of practice. There's even akasha for certain practices because these are created, right? a lot of these divination tools and systems. And then they're connected to God, who's the one that's supposed to be bringing down the divination. What happened is a lot of karmics started creating their own divination tools because they were completely blocked off from the ones that were created by the high priestesses who were ordained by God and given downloads by God to put these out. So a lot of tarot is not one of those. Tarot was downloaded to Neferkapata and Neferkapatwa Sasina, who are the king and queen of Kemet. So those of you guys who are playing with tarot cards and you are not ordained by them and you're not a committing, good luck with that. Because a lot of people have been making money off divination and I'm reading Kauri and da-da-da-da. If you are not ordained by the high priest and high priest of water, if you are not ordained by high priestess Griga Wazinya Wanane, who is the master, who's the queen and the mother of all shells, she is the original conch shell. She is the original shell. She is the one that invented the idea that conch shells can carry a sentiment and divinate. If you are not of those lineages, you do not know these people, their name, you cannot invoke their name, you cannot speak their name, you cannot communicate with them, you don't know their works, they have not ordained you, you are going to curse yourself. A lot of these karmics made fake divination systems and they've been going around playing games and starting shit. One of the things is these divination systems are connected to portal magic, right? So that portal magic that they've been playing with, so these portal spells that they've been playing with have actually, these divinations that they've been playing with are connected to different portals. So the funny thing is there's different type of portals and I'm not even gonna talk about that, we'll go into that. And I talked a little bit about that in my last reading before my account got docked for 7 days. A vortex and a portal. There's a portal that has a vortex in it and then a vortex that has a portal in it, right? So you decide which one you wanna walk through. So anyways, some of these have portals in them, these divination systems, and they pull you in or they pull different things out into your energy field, which I talked about in the last reading. That's why some of you guys have been dealing with bad luck, stagnation, illness, sickness, karma, because somebody was tapping into your energy to do readings and they brought that portal to you against your own will and downloaded a demon there or downloaded an entity there that's been trying to tap into your energy field, start shit with you, bring fuckery into your world, etc. I encourage you to go watch that Divination Karma. It was like the first part of the What's Their Karma reading, and a lot of that came out, and then they like cut off for whatever reason, but we redid the whole reading, and it's timestamped. And I was going into divinations with this, this one is called the Zagrigiwananawane, and this I showed you yesterday. The Zagrigiwananawane from the ancient Mayan tradition, this board. And as I was reading it, the high priest and high priestess that created these things, I got the download from the Most High to create these things based on color sequence, stitching, etc., which is King Huey Klakawadoa and his maid Queen Yani Grakawadizai. They were the ones doing those divinations. You guys could tell because their energy is very strong and very powerful. And I really loved having them down here yesterday doing divinations with us. So anyways, what's happening now is you guys need to be careful. And I want to give an example of how these karmics play games with this portal magic and this fuckery and playing with energy harvesting and starting shit and why they're not supposed to be doing divinations. This channel is Shantae. Who's Shantae? Astral Queen. Okay. Right. And this is what we're talking about when these bitches are playing games with divination and playing games with people's lives. And there's a lot of people that have come to me and told me ever since she got a reading or ever since I started watching her channel, I started having bad luck. Right? Some of these demons, when you play with spell work, when you play with magic, because this is a demonic frequency. This right here, her name is Griga Wanazanai, meaning that I'm one of the people, I'm one of the first originals that started to invoke the demon of the Gigiwanai, aka blood magic, for powers and work. This is a whole clan of people that utilize blood magic. They play with blood magic, period blood magic, sanguinism, all of that to play with spell work. That's who this image is right here. Okay, and this is a portal. The colors you use, even the font, all of that, portal. So, because she went to go play with spell work and she got a tattoo on her body that says, if you pay attention to this tattoo on her body, it says, I am an alien. Yeah, you are. You're not indigenous, you're an alien now because you have the alien frequency, which is a portal in itself that downloads fuckery and nonsense and chaos. She made 3 other tarot channels because she got this one demonetized because they were playing games, gang stalking and everything. And as a part of like, their deal with the feds, some staff at YouTube demonetized all their channels. So she's broke. So she has 3 other tarot channels to try to monetize with ads to make money. She watched that reading that I did. And then you see this was done 10 hours ago. She went to go post these on her new channel, right? And she went to go post this sigil. Okay, what is this sigil? What the fuck? Why would you post that? Let me read this out for you. And this is where the hyperdimensional awareness and knowledge comes in terms of how did you know that that's what that said? right? So this sigil she put on here, this is an energy harvesting sigil. This is from what they call voodoo, but this is actually from the system that created voodoo, which is the Gigiawanenai, which is basically the system that has no power, but it will take your power and use it to call on specific devils that are from the Gigiawane. Basically, the planet that is destroyed, that is banished, but the only power that they have is from other planets that they use, that they attach to via sex magic. So that planet that's hosting this divination system, which is going to be destroyed, they connect to other planets and put sieves and layers on people and then planet and the planet itself. So when people are having sex, they harvest that energy and pull it into their systems to power up their sigils. Now I see, okay, because how do these sigils and symbols have power? Anyways, thank you. It's either somebody ordains them and powers them up with their own energy because they're a high priest and high priestess directly connected to God and they can do so, or it's connected to a universal force, or it's connected to a plant force, or it's connected to like a natural energy source, which is like crystal frequency, electronic frequency, magnetic frequency, etc. Okay, I see. So this new system it's not a new system, it's already been here, but we're bringing it back out. This new system that we're bringing out, the updated Reiki, this updated Reiki system that we're bringing out, it's powered by a universal force. That's actually better, yeah, because it's very neutral, okay? And that's like Odanani also too. Some of you guys may know about Odanani. It's like the ancient indigenous evil system. Ife is not neutral. It's not even indigenous. It's also a satanic practice. Then that's very unfortunate. And that's what they turned it to. A lot of those different deities in Ife are taken from other systems, and they had their energy binded there to even power that system up in the first place. Thank you. Because who they're calling Yamaya is actually Ignorancia, who is the high priestess of water from the Odanani tradition. So now, one of the things that with this is, if you claim to be doing healing work or divination or why the fuck are you putting this on your channel so that when people who don't have protection or shielding or awareness, the entity, the portal that has been created because of the formation, the geometric formation, the portal that is created invokes a demon that then latches onto your energy, pulls energy from you, gives them a little bit like affiliate marketing, like here's your little cut for bringing in all these different like lost souls to me, and then takes your energy off and to do whatever, traps you in space somewhere on some planet, puts you in sex torture chambers, sex technology, whatever, to drain your energy, and then all of a sudden you're manifesting fucker in your life. That came up in the reading. No, it didn't. It came into your life and then manifested that fucker. You see, are you in a vortex or are you in a portal? Thank you. So now, okay, this is serious, yes, and that's why these hoes need to get offline, period. And she watches my channel, and Shantae, I swear to God, I will beat your ass again and again and again and again, because she got her ass a few times playing with me and playing with people like this. And you are not a high priestess. You're not supposed to be doing divination. And there's another thing where you're playing with people who have portals in their DNA because they sleep with aliens or they play with spell work and they're doing ayahuasca or mushrooms or smoking cannabis or acid. And that's how they're sitting there for hours and hours and hours doing tarot readings. You need to be careful with that, because as you're watching that live or you're watching the recordings, your energy is getting pulled into that vortex or that portal or that portal. Okay. Because those are different forces of physics, right? And it depends on how fast and how fast it goes, how quick it's going to manifest, all that, right? The funny thing is, I watch Shantae's channel, and somebody told me to stop watching her channel. I have like a playlist of her readings because the feds are using those in the investigation that her and Stephanie had gotten started. They've already went to jail. She's on the run. It's a bunch of bullshit going on. Shantae's not her name. Her name is Shatavia Long. Go Google her name. She's like on a few court dockets. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to read these out for you. Okay. This symbol is saying that I'm invoking the Gigiawanazanai, aka the demon that will come down and siphon your energy and feed it to the Gigiawanai. Basically, the main demon that is responsible for facilitating all blood magic and all black magic and all sex magic against your own will. This is saying that I'm going to, this portal is going to open, going to bring down a demon that is going to tamper with your body, your mind, your soul, and your higher self. That's why there's 4 here, okay? This will then pull out your Grakawasanai, aka your wealth body, and it will pull it into my Zigrawananai, my empty vessel. And I will then be powered up in my mind, my body, and my soul. And you see these 3 dots right here at the end? That's saying my mind, my body, and soul. And that's why it's important to understand the sequences in the hyperdimensional language, because those of you guys who would know this, you would instantly see this like this demonic. Luckily, I have like shielding on me because I saw this and I was like, this just popped up on my timeline. I don't even watch your channel because they're all demonic frequencies and portals and shit like that. I don't even watch your channel. It just popped up on my timeline and I saw that and I was like, oh, so this is what you're playing with? But Daisy, you guys said that you guys broke all the symbols and shit like that. Yeah, we did. These indigenous souls in space, they see that and then they put magic on top of that. So these symbols are deactivated. They put magic then on top of it, even more sinister blood magic, all kinds of fuckery, portal spells on top of that. Is their spell work being broken? It is. What they're doing now is they have to go and rip other people's energy fields out of their body to have that magic ordained. So this is why this is getting put up, because these demons instructor, go ahead and put this symbol up. And then what ends up happening is a bunch of people watch this, their energy gets pulled into that vortex, and then they have energy to power up their other spells, which is to like attack other people that have more power to try to get their power. It's like some stupid fucked up game that never works. It always backfires, and it's always about like who's an energy vampire, who can, they're so delusional. So now you guys see, okay, I see. So don't worry, because my channel is like shielded and protected. So as you're seeing this, you're not picking up these frequencies, but this is what this is saying. So like, okay, what is this saying at the top? These like different, this thing that looks like a leaf. It's saying that you'll be split in 4 directions. Your mind right here, your body right here, and your soul right here. And then it will bring it into my ether with that line right there, right? And these 2 leaves are representing a specific plant that's like a type of poison. What it does is it actually disintegrates the energy body. And they used to use this for people who were misbehaving and misusing and abusing their magic. And they used to put this plant substance on them, and it would dissolve their energy body, the specific energy body that they have to put out magic and stuff like that. So that's what this for. That's what this is for. And that plant is called the Grigawanenawazanai. The funny thing is the bay leaf is like the great, great, great granddaughter of that plant. It doesn't exist on this planet because of what they've done with it. It doesn't exist in several galaxies and several places. It only exists in a few places, and it's been completely sealed. And this is what I was talking about with the herbalism. They're shutting all of that down. Because they went to go play games with a lot of these herbs, start shit. I want to show you something so you guys can like see what I'm talking about. Let me show you like, let me see, money plant. I'm just gonna kind of like show you something. Like, it's like the easiest example, right? So you guys see like this money plant, right? You see how this money plant has, I'm gonna give you like an image of this. I'm just gonna show you something. All right, okay. You see this money plant, right? I'm gonna show you my plants too, they're so cute. You see this money plant, how she has like all these different stitches, like, oh, that's pretty dope, right? This has like an etheric structure too, meaning it speaks to the energy field. It speaks to your higher self. It speaks to your energetic DNA, your etheric DNA, your etheric organ systems, your etheric nervous system. They were taking the plant structures, because some of them have very intricate structures, right? Something like this, and then braiding it into your energy field, and then attaching demonic frequencies, demonic sigils, demonic chemicals to be binded into your energy field. Then what ends up happening is, because they do that, the main plant that powers up all the other plants and the grandchildren and everything passes away, dies, or ends up like taking away its power, right? From the other plants that it was like hosting. So then whole planets were without food, the crops were dying, etc. Look at these leaves, for example. You see the stitching in this leaf, like the structure, the cellular structure, you can see it in the leaf. They will come and bring something like this into your energy field. I'm going to bring this main one, attach it to like your crown chakra, and then I'm going to weave a demon here. I see exactly what you're talking about here. Yeah, that's what these bitches were doing, and starting a bunch of drama and bullshit that they cannot fucking rectify. So now, because these hoes are on space drugs and a bunch of other shit, like this is another example. Okay, good. I put something in the middle of your crown chakra, or in the middle of like your meridian. The meridians is basically like when you go get acupuncture. And then I will tie different demons and things like that all across this queen. So now, anyways, I was talking to one of my higher selves who these bitches are like starting a bunch of bullshit over there. So let's see, for instance, you have like a certain divination channel, because there's different divination channels that get open as you like go up there into your consciousness. They open up and close like doors. I will go and tie this plant structure, not the plant itself, but the specific etheric structure, like the way that the plant like operates. I will go ahead and tie this to that divination channel so that as you go into the middle, all of us demons can come in and like jump into your energy field like this because we tied the system like this. We will tie white aliens here and their DNA. We will tie demons here. We will tie chemicals here so that now, do you hear how stupid you sound playing games like this? Thank you. We will tie demons here so that when you go up there, you won't see clearly. Oh, I didn't know that was going to stop food from growing on this planet. I didn't know this plant was going to die. Now people need it for medicine. I didn't know it's going to deactivate a bunch of chemicals on the planet because chemicals are a derivative from plants. Most chemicals, they all come from plants. Oh, I didn't actually know that. No, but you want to go and play games because you were stupid and you want a dick, right? So this is what I'm talking about with these stupid indigenous hoes want to go play games, and these karmics want to go play games with these herbs too, because as they were putting you in arrowroot structure. Arrowroot is used for binding spells, graveyard dirt, exactly. Okay, look at this. You see the structure? Oh, I see what you mean. Now I see what this chemistry book is about. Thank you. The herbalism book is going to be way doper. So as I go put arrowroot into your energy field, what was happening was I was bringing this down, and then all the indigenous bitches were tying demonic frequencies, demonic sigil work, not sacred geometry, like demonic, like sigils, like speech. Remember I showed you guys like the crows? Some people have some, like, and it was like your enemy will be destroyed, and then they'll go and bind that to your energy field. Some of this was the work of your ancestors and your higher self, right? And you in space. And they were using your own work against you by binding it to your energy field. And then they were putting invisibility spells, because some invisibility spells come from like plants and fish. I'll show you. So they were putting that in your fields, and the bitches were building on top of that. That's why as much clearing as you do, you don't like get cleared, because there's a certain work you're supposed to be using. And that's why I said these karmics are going to be really asked out, because they're not getting it from me. Invisible Thessaloma, and those karmics don't have access to it. There's an invisible, let me see, invisible fish. There's an invisible fish here. They have a specific geometric, yeah, this one, you see, they come from space. This one, this is actually a demonic frequency. Let's get rid of that. It's like a Thessaloma that, yes, there we go. So these fish are invisible, and they also have a specific speech that brings on the cloak of invisibility. So then they were going and covering the speech and the sigil in their work or in their energy, right? Converting them into a specific like serum or chemical that they can then hide what the fuck they were doing. It's going down right now, guys. There's a lot that has gone into this. There's a lot behind the scenes. There is a lot. So you mean to tell me that I'm having a magic done on me and it's not clearing out because they're using like invisibility spells on top? Yes. Some of you guys, as you were coming down into your physical body from like the ancestor plane, or your soul was downloading into your body from the spiritual realm, they were doing hella magic on you. Right. And this is magic from birth. And then they were layering other magic on top of that. Right. So this is why you need to be very careful about whose channel you go and watch and who you go play with. All of them, the same tarot hosts, all of them. And these karmics that be getting online, running their mouth about this and this and this and that, making hater videos, you need to be careful with them, because those are portals to straight darkness. Some of you guys, I remember when somebody was, I don't even know who this person is, but they're under investigation by NYPD. Yeah, thank you, Maria, because there's a lot that has gone on. And she was one of the people that got pulled into that, into a vortex because of watching her channel, and was like, why the fuck am I in here? And we had to help people get out, and started getting bad luck and a bunch of shit because she was watching those channels. Somebody was making like a series of videos about me, and people were watching that and getting sick. And they were like, why am I getting sick? Why am I losing money? Because there was a portal of darkness. It was actually a portal. It was like a vortex to negativity, because it was activating all like the messy, jealous bitches. And then as they went to go watch those videos and run their mouth and comment, they got pulled into the portal. Be careful what you put your energy and time into, right? So now, I never said I was friends with any of them. And you're actually involved in playing with the gang stalking and stuff like that. And you already went to jail. And you're on here mad because you're trying to use my warfare.io and you can't. So you're uploading people to virtual reality, and your hood is watching you. And thank you. Now is not the time to be playing with people. I really encourage you to sit down. So anyways, one of the things that you guys are going to have to be really like cognizant of is this type of fuckery as time goes on. If you're playing with tarot cards, you're not supposed to be doing divination, you're not supposed to be doing spell work, I suggest you stop. That's why you guys are getting bad luck. A lot of these practitioners are getting hella karma. People are asking for their money back. There's chargebacks out the ass, a whole bunch of shit going on. It doesn't cost $2,000 to clear magic off somebody, do love spells, right? It doesn't. And that's why I put that warfare.io, and they've been like putting hella black magic on my channel and my Facebook, period blood. All the energy will come to me. They'll come to me instead. Like, I don't know why you're so delusional. It doesn't work. It just backfires. But let people get the healing and support that they need. Obviously, you're not doing it right. Obviously, you don't know how to do it. Obviously, you're not ordained. Obviously, you're not a healer. So if you think you're going to sit online and keep on playing with divinations, playing with portal work, playing with spell work, and you're not supposed to be doing that, you're sorely mistaken. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you, okay? And that is it. I did want to just remind you guys that we're doing the, this Sunday, I'm going to be teaching, and this is why I tell you guys, learn how to write your own, learn how to do your own cards, to read your own cards. That's why I always tell you that. Learn how to read your own cards, learn how to do your own work. Sometimes, and I'm also going to be teaching why your magic isn't working in the class too, and how to like rectify that. Because there's a lot that goes into that. Sometimes they have to like bind dead bodies or demonic spirits to you to stop your work from working as well, or fill your energy filled with chemicals and shit like that to stop your work from working. There's a lot that goes into that. So let me go ahead and just pull something up for you real quick. Right. So, right. Very, very, very good. Now, something is going to be great that happens here. Here we go. So if you guys are on my Patreon, this is only $100 for my patrons, but if not, and it's just $150, please do not sign up for my Patreon right now and then go to try to get like a discount. That's very rude. I always give my patrons discounts because they're very loyal and supportive. So it's a full day training. Okay, so get ready, bring your coffee, bring your notes, all of that. You get the free Reiki, the new Reiki book, you get a free copy of that too. The Reiki manual, and all that other good stuff. And then also too, you are going to be learning about how to use the new symbol system, the separation system, the new element system, protection system, reversal, amplification, how to amplify your work, how to amplify your energy fields, and the chemistry work too, and DNA work as well. And it's only $150 because I'm not a leech and looking for money here. I'm supposed to be teaching, but you have to put in something to get something out. I pay for trainings too, when I used to go to conferences and things like that for like my professional development. So that's going to be happening this Sunday. So you guys can go ahead and register. Again, I am doing readings. If you guys need help with like, okay, how do I get myself out of this portal, stuff like that, use the warfare.io. That's why it's there. Some of you guys have been going on the warfare.io and you've been submitting your thing, but you didn't submit your payment, or you've been playing with people on there, or you're a karmic and you're not supposed to be using that. And you already know you're not supposed to be using that because you were already told not to use that. Or when you submitted it, the high priestess said that this is not, you're not supposed to be using this. You already got a download. So please respect their wishes, respect their work, because they will curse the fuck out of you, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I do want to say stay the fuck off my channel because the energy that I'm in, I'll just put my hands on you. Thank you.